Jeffrey Schneiderman was looking forward to a month-long holiday in BC last summer, but the moment he landed in Vancouver, the trip took a turn.
It was just sheer terror, so I just had to try and close my eyes and pray.
Schneiderman, who has MS and uses a wheelchair, was told by the airline crew the airport didn't have the specialized equipment known as an Eagle lift, demonstrated in this video, that would help him off the plane. After 2 hours of sitting on the tarmac, British Airways called paramedics for help.
I was then beginning to feel very alarmed and panicked, and as though this must be happening to somebody else.
The paramedics put him on a stretcher, then used 2 of these carts normally used to serve passengers food and drinks to finally get him out.
So they didn't have any way of clipping them or keeping them together other than manually while they were pushing. And I suppose they were doing their best to try and keep me level and on the food carts. But food carts are just not designed to transport people.
The incident left Schneiderman bedridden during his holiday and with a pressure sore that became septic. His foot was so damaged it came close to being amputated, but the toll of the incident wasn't just physical.
It was just a horror story. I was having panic attacks about it, and panic episodes about being trapped.
Schneiderman is just the latest passenger arriving in Vancouver in a wheelchair to share a harrowing story with CBC News. In April, 1 passenger was injured as crews struggled to get him off a flight. In May, another passenger was dropped on the floor. This aviation expert says there's a gap in accountability. In Schneiderman's case, a failure to get proper equipment created an especially dangerous situation.
Even with the wide variety of emergency equipment that they have at their disposal, they deemed the best option to be the catering carts on board the aircraft. And that, to me, is very shocking.
So, Michelle, Schneiderman has gotten some compensation for his ordeal, but there are still questions about how this could happen.
Yeah, so he did get 1,500 British pounds. That's roughly 2,500 Canadian dollars, but he said that was nowhere near the compensation he would need to cover his medical bills from what happened. As for Vancouver Airport, they say they do have Eagle lifts, but it's up to every individual airline to ensure that their passengers are getting on and off of flights safely.
Michelle, thank you.